Now, I've been sent this product to review, which is a CineEye. Okay, and it says on the box, it is a 5G wireless video transmitter. So before I talk about the product, let's quickly open the box and see what's inside. I will get a smaller knife. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so you get the 5G wireless video transmitter. You get a user manual. What else we got? Nothing in there and nothing there. Oh, okay, got quite a few accessories. You've got 3 HDMI cables which cover all different sizes, right down to micro, mini, and full size. You've got a white USB to USB-C. I guess it's a charging cable. And then you got a hot shoe mount as well. Well, that's actually quite a lot of stuff in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this for a few days. I'm going to test it. I'm going to use it on my GH5S and see what I think of it, see what the range is like, and see what the quality of the video is like. But straight away, this is a really well-made device. It's all metal construction, very cold to the touch, so you know it's all metal. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see if this works. So the next part of this video will be testing this on my GH5S and giving you my thoughts on it and giving you a review on it. Now, you would have either watched the unboxing or you've jumped to this part of the video to see my review and my thoughts of this, which is the CineEye HDMI 5G transmitter, I guess you can call it. Basically what this device does, it will transmit a 1080 signal via a Wi-Fi, 5G Wi-Fi, to an Android or an Apple device, an iPad or a phone. Doesn't do it to laptops because it needs an app. And it will also go to about 100 meters in range. But that's clear sight, obviously. Through buildings, everything's a lot less. I've tested it in here, and this building's 30 meters long, and it worked fine, no problem at all. So, and that was through walls as well. So that was really, really impressive. Let's connect the device to my GH5, and let's talk about some of the features of it. So you turn it on, and you've actually got a power indicator here. Now, I've used this for about 2 hours, and I've only used one dot, basically, and there's 3 more left. They rate this about 4 hours of use. Probably about right. It could drop down faster on those last 3, but you can actually charge it and power it by USB-C. So you can put in a power bank into this and you can run this indefinitely, basically. It will actually run off a USB-C power supply, which is really, really good. So now it's on, you'll see I've got a red A and I've got the power indicators. Now the antennas come up like that. Obviously you have HDMI cables. Now I've got the box of bits here. So if you missed it, this is what I unboxed earlier. And it actually does come with its own hot shoe mount, but I'm not going to use that because I use my own. I prefer these ones. Now, if you've not seen these before, these are a really nice hot shoe. They basically will swivel, they pivot, everything else, and they're really, really good quality. I've used them on the Rode Wireless Go video as well. So if you want to know more about that, there's a link down below in the description for that as well, and there'll actually be a link to this as well down below. I think in the US it's around about $220, and it's available from Amazon, B&H, and all those major places. It's down below in the description if you want to find out more information or if you want to order it. Really easy to use this. So you screw that in like that, then you just slide it onto the hot shoe. Doesn't actually have to be on the hot shoe, it can be on another part of the camera or on a rig. So as you see, it sits really nice on there. And so with this adapter I can adjust it up and I can adjust it down as well. I have over tightened this because this is normally taking my Atmos Ninja 5 monitor with a big battery on it. And it is this easy, okay? You plug in your HDMI cable. This will actually plug into anything that has a HDMI output, basically. So anything that has that, you can plug this device into it and transmit the signal. But I'm just going to show you using it on the camera here because this is what it's actually designed for. Now, if I turn this around, you'll actually see this is still red. Now when I turn the camera on, once the A on there is turned white, that's actually transmitting the signal. So you can go to your device. Now you need to go to the App Store for Apple or the Android store. I don't actually know what that's called, but it must have a name for it. I don't actually own any Android devices. Once you've downloaded the app, you need to go to your Wi-Fi settings and you need to click on the CineEye name. Obviously it's producing a Wi-Fi signal, a 5G Wi-Fi signal. You need to click on that and need to enter the password, which is actually in the pamphlet that comes with the CineEye. Now once that's connected, you then go to the app and you start up the app, and then you have to power up the app, which sounds really daft. The screen's black. There's a little power button down the bottom and you click on that and it turns on the app. And then you get a live signal from your camera to your device. And at the moment, I'm using an iPad. Now, if I move this out of the way, I'm not going to go too much into the actual app because it's really, really easy to use. You basically have grayscale, RGB, focus, false color, histogram, zebras, and LUTs as well. And there's actually more on there as well. We won't go too much into that. So basically, you can have focus peaking on this, but you can't have focus peaking and another program, I guess, open at the same time. So you can't have focus peaking and zebras at the same time. You can only have one or the other, which is a bit of a shame. It would be nice if you can actually have both of them, because I do use zebras a lot of the time, and I also do use my focus peaking. Now, this also has LUTs built in. So what that basically means is that you can add a LUT to this program. You click on the LUT and it will overlay the LUT on the image. You tap the screen again and it will remove the LUT. So you can actually have this in Vlog and have a flat profile image on here, and then you can use your LUT and actually see what it looks like. Now, the great thing with this actual app is that it can actually connect up to 4 devices, which you can't do with the normal Wi-Fi from the device. You can only connect one device. So if I was using the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth from the GH5 or GH5S, I can only connect one device. And I do find that quite laggy. This is not laggy. This is really, really responsive, which is really nice. And you can actually have 4 different devices. So say if you were recording the video and your client wanted to see what you're recording, you really wouldn't want them to see your flat profile, because you're going to edit that back home. They'd think it's a bit too flat and they might get a little bit worried. So you can actually have the LUT on that device, say this iPad, and they can actually see what the end image is going to look like, which is great. And it's really, really simple and really easy to use. But like I said, I'm not going to cover the app too much because it's a really easy app to understand. Now, the nice part about the CineEye is I always have my iPad here. Now, I use my iPad for notes, but now I can actually make sure that I'm in focus, so I can manually focus my camera now, check that I'm in focus, and all of my settings and my lighting and everything is correct, and then I can check my notes as well. I tend to drift and look at my monitor, and I want to look straight into the camera because it does look a lot more professional. Like I said at the beginning, I was very skeptical about this device when they told me what it can do. And the price of it as well, because I didn't know you can get something as good quality as this and as handy as this for the price. Just over $200 US, you can't really go wrong. And it works with anything you plug in a HDMI cable to. So you can even use it for your GoPro, you can use it for still photography, other stuff that's got a HDMI output, and it even works with the Dragon X. I tested it on the Red Dragon X that I've still got, and it works with that as well. And it's a really compact device. It's very well made, very sturdy. One thing I would like them to do is to output audio. If they could find a way of outputting audio via the HDMI cable to the app, that means I can monitor my audio via my phone. And also let me use focus peaking and zebras in the app. That'd be amazing. But that was just a quick look at the CineEye HDMI 5G wireless transmitter, which will work with anything that has a HDMI output, but works really well when you're shooting video, and it will transmit that signal to your iPad, your iPhone, or your Android device. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.